Hey, babies. What's up, my darling MVPs, and how you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get the gist. I see they do it, I see they heart. Of course, you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see they hot, guys. Hey, wahala be like bicycle. Talking about the gist I see they hot here. The Tonita shippers, they thought their ship was over as at yesterday. Like they were thinking we are not gonna be having Anita and Topher ship anymore. To the extent, as you can look at this picture clearly, you would see this picture is actually coming directly from official Big Brother Naija page. As you can see, there is a sinking ship behind them. You can see the sinking ship, right? That is how serious the matter was, because even everyone is thinking, okay, at this point the ship has already sank. Oh yeah, is there any new ship we're going to see in the house for the shippers? But what really happened? Let's gist about that, okay, and how the Tonita pair rekindled their ship. So it started off yesterday before they went for their wager presentation. Sean, Anita, Ben, they were just sitting at the dining area and they were having convo. One thing led to the other. I don't know how Sean brought up age thingy, about 40s, 40, something like that. And then when they were having that convo, the convo actually went south. I don't know how to put it. It went south because it was about age, and they were like asking. I think it was Sean who raised the topic, and Sean was asking Anita. Anita was like, "Oh, that she cannot actually date someone who is younger than her." Then, before you know it, they started having conversation. The guys, that is Ben, Sean, and Suj. While they were having this convo, at the other end, I think it was Wani or Handy who is busy in the kitchen. She was busy in the kitchen then, but because the convo did not concern them, they were busy having their thingy, and they were just speaking to each other about the age conversation that was had at the dining there. And Ben, you see this, I wonder people who say they don't learn a thing or two from this show, because this show actually is just like things that happened in real life. So when they went to the kitchen to have that conversation, it was Ben who carried that conversation on his head like gala, and was telling Sean that, oh Sean, you almost lose guard. Oh, you know that Tofa is 24, Tofa is younger than Anita, and you almost spill the tea at the dining there. And then Sean was like, oh, I never knew that Anita is not aware of Topher's age. It was just a random conversation that comes to his head according to what Sean was saying. So Ben was like, that's why I give you sign, that's why I do this, that's why I do that. While they were having that conversation, Topher joined the convo, and they started speaking about how Sean almost lose guard. And then Sean was like, okay, they should leave it to him if Anita noticed anything, because when they were having that convo, Anita now said cap, sorry, Sean said cap, and then Anita just looked somehow, but she did not go further with the conversation. Now Sean is actually assuring the boys them that, okay, no worries, if Anita comes to ask me anything, I know ways to cover up about it. Ben just carried the matter on his head. Oh Sean, you F up this one, that one. It wasn't a bant, it wasn't anything. They were just having a kind of private conversation regarding that aspect. So that was before they actually went for their wager presentation. Even then, Chizoba had conversation with Topher, telling him to actually reveal his age to Anita so as she would not find it out herself. And then Topher was like, the thing is, I never lied to her about my age. We just have never spoken about it before. That was what Topher told Chizoba that they've never discussed anything about age before, and Chizoba was like, "It's only because of you're keeping it out from her. If not, you guys must have had that convo." That was even what they were discussing with Sean then. Guys, guess what? The same Ben who said he was the one giving Sean sign and always was the one telling Sean not to lose guard about Anita not knowing Topher's age, was the same person who went straight to download everything to Anita. That's why I said, you see, if you're not learning anything from this show, that means forget it. It's not about the game alone. Real life experience happens on this show. I'm telling you. Things that happens on this show is what happens in real life, So Ben went to tell Anita everything, download everything about the thingy, and then Anita was like, it was quite suspicious too because she noticed everything, but she just don't want to push further. That right now she's just gonna go ask Topher, and then Ben was trying to tell her to go through Sean, blah 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 blah. Anita was like, she knows ways to ask Topher that because she already felt a different kind of way when that conversation was had at the dining. That was how Ben actually threw it in to Anita. And then many people have been coming for Ben. They were like, this boy, what is your aim in doing this? Like, what were you trying to achieve? It is given at this point you do not really like Anita being in a ship. People started saying, you see, this boy has his eyes on Anita, but acting like he likes Chizoba. That his plan is for the Tonita ship not to work. And already Anita told Ben that she cannot date someone younger than her, that the person she dated that was 2 years older than her was even as if the both of them were age mates, so that she has not actually dated a younger person, and is actually a deal breaker for her. She wouldn't date a younger person. So Ben is expecting to see the ship scatter after Anita would have conversation with Topher. So when the conversation happened, Anita asked Topher his age. Anita was like, are you going to be sincere with me? How old are you? Topher was just cutting through corners, going round the clock and whatnot. I think he did not end up saying the age though, but finally they are still cool. They went out, they ate together, they were doing things together. Every now and then Topher is giving her forehead kisses, and now people feel like obviously this ship would never, nothing would happen outside, that Anita do not have a choice but to stay hooked to this ship because the house is so big to be alone without a ship. So at this point she would just manage this boy. The moment they step outside, Anita is definitely gonna leave Topher. That is just the notion on the street right now. But the truth is, Ben did not succeed in scattering the Tonita ship. That was how everything happened. Meanwhile, on the social space is another drama on its own. Even Dami, you guys know Dami now, Tofa Dami. Dami is also reacting on the social space. Ebuka also reacted to this. We're going to be seeing it one after the other. Now, let's start with Ogor. I am so happy the plan of the enemy, in brackets Ben, had for them failed woefully. We are back. Bitches, fans were super duper happy. This thing I'm telling you guys, people were so like, shippers were feeling so bad because I told you guys already, before Tonita ship started happening, people started training them long ago. From the first week, they were praying for the ship to happen. Now that it's happened and Ben wants to shake it off, they say no ways. Ben, as expected, the weapon fashion against Tonita, says comrade. And this is Topher's handler. Topher's handler posted Ben's picture with the way he ties his towel, said, who is this? Ace's victory mood. Topher slaying the game. When he posted this, come and see drags on Ben. They said this one is anti this, anti that. This one is just lover bbnaija. They were saying a lot. Sister Benedita. Lady Whistle down for sure. Radio without battery. Satellite 3310 99.7. Lady Whistle down of our time. And the bestie lover. So, and somebody asked, how old are you first? You see this bestie thingy. Yo, it choke. I don't understand all this triangle bestie. The same way Ben is bestie to Anita is the same way OC is bestie to Chizoba. And guess what? I noticed that Ben also feels jealous the way Chizoba get close to her bestie. Topher handler posted and said, age is just a number. So you guys need to be calming down. Meanwhile, guys, I have a question for you. Is age a deal breaker for you? Can you date someone younger than you? This is for my ladies. Then for the male, can you date an older lady? Yes, for the ladies, can you date a younger guy. For the male, can you actually get married or date an older lady? Let me know your own perception or your own notion on this one in the comment section. So somebody tagged Ebuka and said that, Ebuka, please, we need one thing from you, Topher's age. And Ebuka replied and says he is 20 something. You know, Ebuka said he's 20 something, so you can fix the other something, after 20. Now, while all of this was going on, you guys know Dami now, the Dami that Tofa talks about during the speed dating, says that is Dami of the Tammy pair. Dami is more out there than Toyosi. Toyosi barely, post on the social space. So she said, I am 20 and you? And then some people were like, oh, Tofa really liked you. You that was begging for Tofa love. Lord, we can't serve the put mouth. Netizens were not really cool that Dami is actually imputing herself in things of the house, and that Dami still has her eyes on Tofa. And then Abigail says, but you were ready to enter ship with him. Tofa may not have had Topher may not have had romantic feelings for you, but he genuinely cares about you. This is really low of you. Okay, you must be having fun with this. You wouldn't mind the age difference. Your tweets are always targeted at their situationship. It's giving scorned X. You're such a pick me. Even if he comes out, Anita will still come first. Okay, get the F, okay, out of here, you pain Mora, okay? Were Oloshi, guys, all these ones and more are what people are saying to Dami. They were just coming for her. And then the cutest came and said, Tofa, meet the true love of your life here. Say your age so the ship can rest. Dami misses you, because people felt like Dami has actually been imputing herself with what was going on in the house, especially when it has to do with Tofa, ever since Tofa and Anita started being in a ship that is getting to her. So the cutest Kimi started asking how old is Dami, the babe Tofa was talking to, for food. It's the illustration for me. Imagine the babe Tofa was talking to for food, meaning that the only relationship that brought them together was because of food. And truly, truly, Dami took care of Tofa in the house. Breakfast, lunch and dinner is always taken care of when Dami was in the house. All right, Anita Longhotleg says that one embarrassing herself out there. She's moving shady like now. Wow, at least wait for the boy to come out and claim you. She has been typing like a okay. Do you get, like, I don't understand what should his talking stage now do? Same age as Anita. So people are just wondering why Dami is still, imputing herself with thing that had to do with Topher and Anita. Don't mind that one. Someone that was begging the guy to like her, even with the food, the boy was still slacking. 28, so that one has been wailing outside ever since Anita and Topher started bonding. I'm going to be stopping here because they were really coming for her badly. Comrade says about 7 people are lying about their age in that house. 3 ladies and 4 guys. Really? Any which ways, I don't know their business. If they like, they should actually reduce their age. Whatever they say their age is what we're gonna believe. If they are lying, kudos to them. But do you suspect anyone is lying with their age in that house? Because Comrade already said 7 housemates are lying with their age. But wait though, Topher said he's a fashion designer and he didn't join Victoria and Kessia to sew and design their outfits. And then Chuk says, I wonder, that's why shipping no good, you will lose guard. Do you guys think Topher is actually losing concentration? Because he's said to be a fashion designer, but he did not go close to that sewing machine, Or do you think because it's ladies' outfit, that's why he could not do anything about that? Any which ways, guys, tell me what you think about all of this, as I'll be dropping my voice right here and now. To see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies.